It's quite a rainy autumnal Sunday here in Dorset, England, but I'm just dodging the showers to come out and repot my bay tree. This is one that I bought as a little tiny 9 centimeter pot thing from the garden centre about 7 years ago now when he first moved here, and he has really grown. I meant to keep him more as a lollipop shaped tree and just really keep him pruned, but I put him in the back of a border and he's grown really unruly, but he's full of little flower buds here. And honestly, the leaves are so fragrant. Every so often I come out and pick a few to use them in pickling or cooking, and they're just wonderful. And I do forget them a bit, but yeah, I do really want to start using them more. As he is in a pot, he's evergreen as well. I can prune him whenever, but the best time to prune him is of course in spring and summer. As long as I just don't do it right around a time of a really hard frost, I should be okay. So I may need to prune him because I want to bring him into the sort of protection of the house, sort of put him against a door. That's usually where people have them. They just look so decorative and they're so useful. So it's good to have them near the house so they're at hand for cooking. But as you can see, I've taken him out of his pot and he's quite pot bound. So I'm giving him quite a big new pot here. I'm just using some regular compost. I'm also mixing in some of my worm castings, and I'm also going to add a sprinkling of root grow, my mycorrhizal fungi. I always like using that when I repot plants. It just really helps their root development. So let's get him in the pot. And then I'm going to just mulch him with lots of leaves as well, because that's what we have this time of year. We have a huge bunch of wonderful autumn leaves. I'll just put a sprinkling of the mycorrhizal fungi down here because I really want the roots to be in contact with the spores or the fungi in general. Perfect fit. So it's just a matter of filling in all the corners and all the edges, getting it all full of some wonderful compost. It collects a whole bunch of leaves, and look who's just visiting and having a little bath, a little winter's bath. He knows he's being watched. Let's get some more leaves now. They're so pretty and so useful. So he's all potted up now, and if possible, he looks even bigger than before. Just going to top dress him with the leaves. The thing is, they're probably going to blow away a bit, but we'll just keep popping them back up when that happens. Maybe I'll put some stones on them to keep them in place as well. I think that might be necessary. I've also added a really big branch there just to sort of straighten the tree out a bit, because it was starting to lean a bit to this side. I think it's a bit heavy on this side over here. And I'm also going to just get my loppers or my snippers and just give him a little bit of a snip. The thing is, he's flowering right on the tips, and I really do like the flowers, so I don't want to snip off all the tips, but I can give them a little bit of a snip just now. There's so many health benefits to bay trees as well, or bay leaves I should say, that I wasn't always aware of, and it's like you can make teas out of them, which really help when you got colds and flus and things. So there's so many reasons to grow it and use it even more. Okay, let's give it a little bit of a snip here and there. I think over here I was thinking that I could go here actually, quite far down. There we go, there's that one. And then over here in the front I'll go here. And here we might go here. Already he looks quite a bit smaller. Let's see what we can do. What else we can do? Maybe here. It is a shame though to cut off all those little buds. I'll have another little look quickly. Yeah, we're gonna go over here now. Go there. That already looks a lot better again. And actually I think right now he looks quite manageable. So much neater already. So I am going to think that I might just leave him like that. Step back, have a little look. Yes. So I'm going to put him up against a wall now where he will overwinter. They're very hardy, but you know, leaving him right out here, he's bound to be toppled by the wind. So I'm going to put him in the protection of a nice house wall. The rain is back and it's getting really dark, as it is quite early now, but I put a new support stick in there trying to pull the tree up a bit. It's a bit still leaning to that side over there, and now at least he's tucked away for winter in a bit of protection from the winds. Not completely protected, as you can see, but he's going to be lovely here, lovely evergreen without the cold, dark winter. It's always so nice to get a job done. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.